Charlestown Board of Public Works. Today's February 15th, 2023, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll begin, as is customary, if you're able to rise with me and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll do our roll call. Ernie Thompson.
Here.
And Mayor Hodges is here. Clerk Treasurer Donna Coomer and City Attorney Perry McCall. Gwen Mosier is unable to be with us today.
The duck her peg.
You've been provided a copy of the agenda. I need to make a couple of additions to the agenda. Item E under new business will be the rumors contract, so the band contract for performance. And then item F will be approval of an autism sign, street sign that we regularly put up where requested from parents or guardians. So with those amendments, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I will make that motion.
I have a motion by Ernie Thompson. I will second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That's approved. We have our standing business, which is approval of our minutes from our February 1st and our special meeting on February 8th, our current claims and our payroll allowance docket from January 23rd to February 5th. Entertain a motion.
I will make that motion.
Have that for Ernie Thompson. I will second. Any questions on any of those items? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those are approved. Public comment. I don't believe we have any public comment, but I do want to make a public recognition this morning. It's nice when you can celebrate new businesses, and we've done several ribbon cuttings and groundbreakings in the past few years, and that's always an encouraging thing. And new businesses have been sold and are coming in, and we talk a lot about Charlestown's growth, but it's also important to recognize longstanding business owners in the community when they have reached their milestones. And today with us, I've asked Jared Dunn, who owns the barber shop right down here across from the police station, to join us because he has a very important anniversary coming up sandwiched between both of our meetings. And in all honesty, I was going to recognize him next meeting and it busted me, so I've got to go ahead and jump the gun here and do what I was going to do next month today. But Jared will be celebrating his 25th business anniversary. For 25 years he's been operating business in the city of Charleston next week on the 24th of February. So Jared, if you'll come forward, I have a city challenge coin to give you for that. So these are our challenge coins, and they just simply say, this challenge coin recognizes outstanding contributions to the city of Charlestown. We appreciate your business, we appreciate your longevity, and we're glad to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
I just like to thank the Academy. And
Somebody's gonna see that video and say, why does the sanitation guy get the job?
Free haircuts for everybody. Free haircuts.
Looks like he needs to get after that guy next to him.
Yes, right? One that's not bald.
Thank you, Jared, for being here for as long as you have and sticking with it.
thank you so much.
Under our new business, we have several items. First up is the Hart Engineering work order. So Harold Hart, who is here, if we have any questions for him, owns Hart Surveying and Engineering here in Charlestown. This is a general work order on-call services. Again, we do not spend this unless there's something that we need to do. We would be bringing him before the board for any projects. We might call him out for things that, advice we need in the city about drainage issues or things like that. So his rates are on page 2 for the different services that he provides for that. And so it's just approving this general work order, on-call work order with Hart Surveying and Engineering. If you have any questions for me, you can answer. If not, I would need a motion to approve.
Now I know him well. He's a good guy. I have no questions. I'll make that motion.
Okay, I have a motion and I'll second the motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That's approved. And Harold, if you can just stay and execute that.
Yes, I sure will. Thank you.
Next up, I'll call for DeCaris. He's got some information from JTL. He's got some information for us from our Community Crossings bid award, as well as a final change order for our last Community Crossings agreement.
I'll start with the last Community Crossings 2021-2. We have a balancing change order, and what that is basically is let's just say we have 100, we estimate 150 tons of surface and they use 125. So we go through and adjust each item for the quantity. And that came, the original contract price was $604,389. We have a deduction of $193,197.37, which will make that final contract price to be $411,191.63.
I will take a deduction in services any day.
How'd you rate that?
So we can authorize this change order, and then we can make out the final payout, which I think was $41,000
Yes.
for them to get that covered. So need a motion to approve the final amended change order for the previous community crossings award.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Ernie Thompson. Any questions for the cars? Or I'll second the motion. Any questions? Sorry, Mr. Glenn being here. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so that's approved.
All right, and the next thing we have is the new community crossings 2022-2. The Temple and Temple bid, everything was there in order, their paperwork was there, so we recommend them for the contract. Their price was $800,075.65. So their bid tab, we went through and checked their bid tab, and they had a few errors, that's what it came out to be.
Okay, so the corrected bid tab was what,
$800,075.65.
8,075, wrong, 8,075, 800,075, and how much?
65 cents.
65 cents.
That was a little more than it was before.
So it was 794,
I was
794
thinking
bid
794.
opening, but this is still the lowest bid.
Yes, they're still lowest bid.
And all checks out on it. So I need a motion to approve Temple and Temple in the amount of $875,065.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion from Ernie Thompson. I'll second. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That's approved. Thank you, Doris. Can I get you a pen? Next up, we have the Civic Center demolition. And Dearhart, you've got the documents for me to sign on the community crossing, so following, I can get that and get those to our clerk treasurer's office. Great. So as you know, we had discussed the demolition of the Civic Center, the old John K. Bowen Civic Center out at the Little League property, and Tony Jackson requested bids for that process. We received 4 responses. One from Cardinal Demolition in the amount of $105,500. One from Dan Christiani Excavating in the amount of $67,730. One from Quantum Enterprises, Inc. in the amount of $55,780. And then Clark Nichols, Inc. in the amount of $52,999. All were given the same parameters. This is for complete removal of the structure and smooth out, busting up the foundation so that it can be paved for parking. So the apparent low bid is with Clark Nichols, Inc. in the amount of $52,999. And I would entertain a motion to approve.
I will make that motion.
I have a motion from Ernie Thompson. I will second. Any questions? Tony, when were they going to be able to get this done by April 1st, you think?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Okay.
Toby had to contact the gas company that called in favor there, but yeah, we should be able to.
Okay, all right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So that stands approved. I think there's one extra. All right, so the next thing is a vehicle fleet lease. So, Ernie, to put it short and sweet, we need more police cars every year. We're trying to get on a replacement plan where we're not having to purchase. Unfortunately, they're prohibitively expensive to work into the regular budget. And so when Chief Wolf and I, we had previously approved the purchase of 2 vehicles with revenue that was left over in 2021. He ordered those in 2022 and they never came in. And so we had to reappropriate the funds this year to purchase those vehicles. In the meantime, the price, when they did start to come in, went up. And so in conversation with him, I said, well, have we ever looked at a fleet rental, lease program? And we had not. So we reached out to a couple of different, we reached out to a bank, and then we also went through Enterprise fleet. And for several months, for a couple months now, Clerk Treasurer, Chief Wolf and I have been meeting with Enterprise to get this narrowed down. We talked to the council members, we had a couple council members in to talk about it, and they were supportive. In fact, they went ahead and appropriated the remaining funds. And Donna, that was $116,000, to do this. And so we also reviewed and contacted cities that use Enterprise Fleet Management in Indiana and in Kentucky, and they got good reviews. So we would like to move forward with the lease, but the Board of Public Works is the body that needs to approve entering the lease. The nuts and bolts of it are that our outright cost this year of lease payments would be $102,000 as opposed to the 100. Purchasing 2 cars for $116,000. We can have an outlay of $102,000 and get 8 vehicles. Actually 11, 8 police cars and 3 city maintenance trucks for the lease payment. And they did the annual capital outlay each year, and although it goes up as we replace, this is an open-ended lease, so we can end it at any time and just pay off the balance of the vehicles. If we decide not to move forward, we can add vehicles as we're comfortable adding. They have a tentative plan where we would add a certain number every year to where in 10 years our entire fleet would be managed by them. We don't have to move at that pace if we don't want to move at that pace, but we can. It gives us that flexibility depending on how our budget is set every year or different kinds of things, but it certainly would allow us to update not only our city maintenance fleet with 3 new trucks, but also our police fleet. Those 8 police vehicles would almost completely change over their fleet, wouldn't it? I think there's only maybe two vehicles left that were a little bit older, but it gets rid of the remaining older Chargers that have caused so many problems, and allows us to get new vehicles.
How long before they give us a new one again?
So this would be something we can add every year. With the lease, we can, as our budget, as we, fix our budget every year, we can plan for, maybe we add 5 next year or 3, depending on, it's really up to our comfort level, whether the costs fit. Certainly I'm missing things we should say. So anyway, I'm asking for approval for us, my authorization for me and for the clerk treasurer's office, because there's a credit application involved, to do what we need to do to move forward with securing the fleet lease.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion from Randy Thompson, and I will second. Any questions for us on it?
No convertible?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. Still can't have it.
Okay, I tried.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it's unanimous. So we will work through with legal and make sure that we get all those documents executed as proper and get that moving. Moving on, we have the Rumors contract. Carrie, are you presenting that?
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
So what I am bringing up to you today, so we do music in the parks, and so this is gonna be our last music in the parks this year on August 11th. We are partnering with Cafe Lomez and a bunch of other food trucks. We're gonna make a whole evening of it. We'll have several food trucks that will be on the square, and the Rumors will be here to play for us from 6:30 to 9. So we are asking for this contract to be approved. It is $1,500, and it will come out of our summer entertainment. And Perry has already looked over everything, and everything looks good.
We've got their W-9 and
Correct.
insurance liability coverage.
Yeah.
It'll be out here on the square.
It will be, yep. And we're hoping for, I think Cafe Lomez is really pushing for anywhere from like 10 to 15 food trucks that will be out there that night. And then the Rumors will play from 6:30 to 9 for us.
Entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion by Randy Thompson, I'll second. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Approved, thank you.
Thank you.
And then Tubby, are you gonna present that sign request? We have another, we have a burden on which parents who have children who have autism can reach out and request a sign.
Yeah, we had someone reach out to us, they've got a child with autism, wanting some signs put up in the neighborhood to slow people down, let them be aware that there's kids there. And just come to the board for approval, it's out in Lakeview High.
Which streets will it go on?
Bonneville.
Bonneville.
I will.
So I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Yeah, I'll make that motion.
So we have a motion to approve the placement of autism awareness signs on Bonneville. By Randy Thompson, I'll second. Any questions for Tubby on it? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it's approved, thank
Can I
you.
get a sign on my street that says crazy?
I've already got one there.
All right, if there's any other matters that need to come before the board, now would be the time to say so. Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I will make that motion.
Motion by Ray Thompson, I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, we are adjourned. Thank you so much.